I'm shutting down my marketing agency. Like, for real. It's over. If you're a marketer, copywriter, designer, agency owner, this is a video I wish someone made for me a couple of years ago to tell me what was coming and what to do about it. So here's what happened, what broke, what's next, and if you want, we'll build the next thing together. Look, this isn't doom and gloom. It's the talk I owe you if you too have felt that knot in your stomach every time AI makes a pretty decent first draft in 6 seconds. When you start seeing how what was AI slop a couple of months ago now passes as real. It's gone unsaid for too long already. The writing is on the wall. We just don't want to look. Us marketers are toast. Let me take it back for a second. Probably like you, I've worked my ass off to get to where I am. I taught 16 karate classes a day for years. I built 3 businesses. I spent 8 years on the road for Tony Robbins, 3, 4, 5 talks a day. I spent 365 days a year in a hotel for almost a decade. I was on another airplane every 3, 4 days. It was a constant scramble, constantly starting over. New cities, new promotions, new markets, new events. It was extremely exciting and it was extremely exhausting. So when I retired from my role at Robbins, I thought I'd be able to breathe a little, do some consulting, help businesses with their marketing, and make some good money finally working from home. And my first real home in 15 years, then AI shows up. At first it was goofy, right? Too many fingers on images, Will Smith struggling to eat spaghetti, way too many emojis in the copy. It felt like a neat party trick, fun, but not really that serious. But here's the thing. It's gotten better exponentially fast, faster than any of us ever thought possible. It wasn't the flashy demos that got me. Most of that was nonsense. It was the boring upgrades that quietly landed. Almost every week it got a little more reliable, a little more memory, a little cleaner structure. Then all of a sudden it could read a spreadsheet. It could create and skim a transcript. It can compare my ad variations. I could copy and paste a video for it to analyze. I could hand it a PDF without any context. None of it was that sexy, just relentless improvements. And little by little, I noticed something that I didn't want to say out loud. All of a sudden, people stopped asking for my opinion on their email copy. They stopped sending me 5 headlines asking which one should I use. They stopped asking, hey, how would you stack this offer? At first, I played it off. Everyone's busy. It's budget season. They're just figuring it out internally. But the truth is simpler. They asked the robots first. Version 1 showed up instantly, good enough to copy and paste and send. And if it needed polish, they just ask it again. Meanwhile, my phone got quiet. That's when it clicked for me. This didn't just change the toolbox, it changed the job. You remember that book, Who Moved My Cheese? This is like, well, who the hell moved what I freaking did for a living? So I did what I always do. I went back to the drawing board. If the game changed, I needed to change with it. I started building what I'll call AI employees, not these goofy, overly complicated agents you see all over the internet. Spoiler alert, the fancier they look, the less likely they are to work. Don't buy that hype. I'm talking about the actual bots with specific, valuable jobs that actually produce real outcomes in businesses. Customer service bots that give the best answer literally 24/7. Lead gen bots that answer questions and objections in the way that you want them to while collecting information. Hiring bots that'll actually sift through hundreds of applications to find the best fit for the job. Appointment setting bots that would qualify and schedule sales calls. HR bots that create company SOPs, manage PTO, sick days, and so much more. What I realized is clients stopped asking for deliverables like websites and copy and creative. Now they wanted productivity in-house 24/7. Meanwhile, my inbox has turned into a constant therapy session. Brilliant copywriters and media buyers and funnel pros, behind the scenes, they message me that they haven't had a gig in 3 months, while they confidently post on their timeline that AI could never replace me. Look, I get it. Because this isn't just income, it's identity. We tend to wrap our identity in what we do for a living. I'm a copywriter. I'm a branding expert. Whatever you did for a living, here's the uncomfortable part. The I write words for a living job, it's gone. That I make slides for a living job, it's gone. When a robot can draft and design and edit while you sleep, what used to be valuable just isn't anymore. Look, yell, kick, scream all you want. Technology, whether we like it or not, is undefeated. This is a fight that you and I can't win. So I did the thing that I didn't want to do. I fired myself. The funnel building, copywriting, product launching, marketing agency is done. Not because it failed, but because it worked. And now the world works differently. From here on out, I'm building Scale and Success as an AI-first company. We don't sell deliverables. We install productivity. Think 3 core pillars that live inside of your business. First is growth. This is what most people want, right? Lead generation, content creation, appointment setting, lead qualification, all done on autopilot. Plus, follow-up that's like relentless and respectful, email, SMS, DMs, so the right people actually raise their hands. Then there's operations. The biggest opportunity in AI is not unlimited cold calling and spam bots. It's making your current operations insanely productive, and productivity equals profit. I could go on and on for hours on this one subject, but imagine freeing up your most talented team members from countless time spent on busy work and letting them do revenue generating activities all day. Not only are you saving a ton of time and money and energy, but you're all freed up to generate revenue. All the stuff that we dread to do manually, like SOPs and tracking, analytics, communication, customer management, invoicing, all of that can be done better and faster with AI. And finally, look, there's support. The part we all say that we care about and then we just don't resource, right? Imagine onboarding that feels like white glove service for every single customer. Imagine answering customer questions at 2 a.m. without making people wait until business hours. Imagine your retention going up, churn going down, and renewals skyrocketing because it feels like you're really there for your customers 24/7. That's where these AI employees shine today: growth, operations, support. They don't necessarily replace people, but they do replace friction. They create productivity, freeing up the humans to move up the ladder out of busy work and into strategy and relationships and creative, that kind of stuff. But listen, if you're a business owner, I'll show you now how to deploy across your entire business so every lead is followed up with, every missed opportunity turns into revenue, and essentially my goal here is to give entrepreneurs the strategies and technology to punch above their weight, to scale with confidence, and to compete at the highest levels. Because a small business should never mean small thinking. Next, if you're a marketer, please stop selling tasks. Start installing these systems. If you see the writing on the wall like I do, and you're ready to make the leap into this new world, I'll give you what I've learned. I set up a free community called AI for AI Pros. There's no course, there's no upsell, just practitioners sharing playbooks and building together. If you want in, the link's somewhere down in the description. Listen, the old road is closed. It leads to nowhere. The new one, while it's kind of filled with uncertainty, is also filled with incredible opportunity. Don't be like our parents who refused to learn Microsoft Excel and watched 20 years of opportunity pass by. If you can't beat the future, join it. This is my first real jump into YouTube here to share this journey. So feel free to subscribe if you want deep dives, and don't forget to join the free community. If you want help installing your own AI employees in your business, you can schedule a call with me at scaleandsuccess.com. I'm Stephen Hilgart. The agency is dead, and honestly, that's probably the best news I've had in years. Let's get to work, and I'll see you at the top.